Hello there, you lovely lot. Welcome back to Crafters TV. Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday so far. It's time for a masterclass over the next couple of hours where we have a real deep dive, as the kids say, into a certain type of crafting or a certain type of product. And this one is going to be a great one. Do you know why? Because it's all about creator cards, which is amazing. Do you know why else it's going to be amazing? Because Debbie Robinson's here with me as well.
I was just
going to
shout because of me.
Lovely to be back with you. You fed, watered, rested and ready to go?
Watered, got a nice coffee here at the side of me as well, all ready and raring to go. And I was going to get some samples out to show you. not that quite ready.
We were a bit busy. We were a bit busy gassing on, weren't we, before the show?
We were indeed. We were indeed. Yes, but it's going to be a good show because it is about some of my absolute all-time favourite dies from our Creator Card range. And if you've been following Crafter's Companion for a long time, you will know the versatility that a Creator Card will offer you as a crafter. And if you're new to crafting, then this is the show to stay tuned to, because not only have we got fabulous demonstrations lined up and fabulous products on, we've got some crazy fabulous prices to boot as well. So make sure you stay tuned.
Absolutely do. You're going to learn loads and there's going to be lots of fabulous deals. A perfect combo, really. We are going to kick things off with these. You saw them in our earlier wake-up call and you guys absolutely love them. It is a fantastic deal on our ribbon threading dies. You've got a great selection within here. So let me take you through what it is that you are going to receive then. So you are getting, it's better than half price, if it's way better than half price, isn't it? As you can see there, you're saving £47 in the UK, $51 if you are in the US. You're going to get lots of designs in here. Elaborate lace. Now they are ribbon threading, so they work brilliantly with the ribbon thread through them. I think they look nice on their own as well, I must say. That one there is a diagonal lace. You've also got bold florals, pretty florals, baroque swirls, and you'll get the charming lace as well. They are the designs that you will receive in there. £30 or $38. It's the best ever price on these, which is why I think they were so busy in the earlier show. Lots of you tuning in and saying hi. Janet Boyd is saying good hi. No, she's saying good morning from Frosty, Michigan. Vicky says good evening from a warm and windy Brisbane. Eileen Hernandez says good morning everyone from Puerto Rico. Who else have we got here? Mary Rhino is in Maine. Christine Mahoney is back. Tammy's here from Tammy in Philly. Tammy from Philadelphia. And Mary Pat is in from Montana as well. If you want to get in touch, you've got any questions, maybe you just want to know what you want to let us know what you're up to, what you're doing with your hump day. We'd love to know. Crafters TV over on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you are over on YouTube. Right then, Debbie, ribbon threading dies. These were very popular early. Easy to see why, isn't it, at this price?
Yeah, because of the price, absolutely. But yeah, a gorgeous set of dies from the Creator Card range. So the die itself could be used to create a lovely panel. Look, quite a lovely cardstock would look absolutely fabulous. But the twist with these is that they've been made to create ease of use for your ribbons. To start then multi-combining different styles, different ways that you can crisscross, straight through, up and down. There's tons of ways that you can use these to create multiple combinations for your ribbon threading, which is why I love them. I'm going to show you a few samples before I show you how easy they are to use. And if you're anything like me as a crafter, I know for a fact that you, yes you, I've got them right in loads and loads of different, they'll probably be in different boxes. You may have them all organised, but ribbons are a thing in their own right because I love a ribbon. Whenever I go to a craft show, it's the first thing I go to is a ribbon store because I love to collect ribbons. Haberdashery stores, they're all the kind of things, I'm always collecting them. So I know that you've got them as well, just as much as I have, and I've got boxes and boxes and boxes of ribbon. So I absolutely love these dies that you can get all those ribbons out and have a good old play with them. They're absolutely fabulous. I'll show you a couple of samples. One of my favourites that Julie did. This is just stunning because I love the use of colour. I love the use of the beautiful multicoloured ribbon there. I just absolutely love and adore that. And that looks really effective because it's going diagonally. But you can see with that die cut, there is lots of opportunities for you to be able to go down the other side. So you could go diagonal. You can go across from petal to petal. If I just come up here, petal to petal, you could go across there as well. Lots and lots of different die cut elements into where you could take them. Oh,
that one's lovely. I love that ribbon.
Yeah, I just love that ribbon. I think the ribbon's gorgeous. I just think it makes it look
cute
really
with a little bow as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing that you can do. And then this one that Rebecca's done shows again that versatility. So she's got one running along straight at the top, but then she's got the crisscross over the lattice. No, not lettuce.
Over the lettuce?
It's because I thought I said lettuce. Then I realised I actually said lattice.
Did you say lattice?
I did say lattice, but Jamie was saying that my accent can sometimes make things sound differently. So when I say ribbon, as in ribbon, I call it ribbon, but it sounds like I'm ribbing someone, like I'm giving them an elbow at ribs. So So yes, please apologise if my accent gets in the way of the way that I pronounce things. But these dies are absolutely fabulous. Are we starting into a demo?
Yeah, let's dive right in.
Yeah, let's get in there. So I'm going to show you that the die itself comes with 3 different combinations that you can use. So on this particular design, this is the bold florals, and you can see that die cut element. There's lots of lovely areas of that. I'll show you that when I die cut this out. But you go straight down on one. On this second one, you're going across. Same die, but going across. And then using those 2 together, you can go and create a nice effect, crisscross over. So that's 3. This one, diagonal, 4. We're giving you 3, but there's 4 there that I've just quickly said. And then, of course, you could go across the other way as well. So that's 5 ways that you could use this simple die. And again, the fact that we've brought it into that creator card range, that cuts directly into your cardstock, which is what I'm going to do now, because I'm going to create a box lid. But using the frame, which I did earlier on that wake-up call, that would create a full-on panel. But I want to create a little bit of a box feature, and I'm going to the centre of my box. So for a second, I'm just going to come in. I've got a piece of cardstock, and I'm just going to place that into the centre and show you that why these are just utterly fabulous. So I'm going to pop on, just detach that a little bit. It's very sticky.
Great value as well. They should be £78 or pretty much almost $90 if you got them individually. Today, when you get them all together in this configuration, remember £30 or $38. There are smaller bundles available, but you get 3 of these for £25. So for the extra £5, you're getting all 6 of them. So don't go for the small one.
Oh yeah, I mean if there is an opportunity to get hold of them while they're on a great deal, then this is absolutely the day for that. So if I just bring this out for a second, you can see that's the cutting in part to it. So for my box lid, when you put all your score lines in, it'll end up coming to you like, let me get my piece ready. Like so.
Perfect.
And that's the only difference that I've done there. And I've gone round, I think if I remember rightly, it was 1.5 inches, yes. 1.5 inches all the way around. And actually, my box measurements, for those that do love to follow the measurements, it's 6 3/4 inches by, let me get that right, 6 3/4 inches by 8 1/4.
Awesome.
So you can see. Now, if I was to put the frame on, that would cut out a full frame and a lovely piece for you to maybe use as a panel if you wanted to. However, I'm more interested in this. I've already put my score lines in, done all my little pieces for my box lid, but now I've got all of this space to start creating with your ribbons. Now, if I just bring in, and this is when you're going to start playing around with your ribbons. I've got loads of ribbons here at the side of me. In fact, you know what? I think I'll bring another colour in, Joe. I've got some nice organza ribbon as well as some satin ribbon, and we're just going to start threading. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this panel here, this floral, and we're going to come in and we're going to just start to simply thread. So up and down, and you can see all the potential that you've got with these, which is why I know when we launched them, oh my days, people absolutely fell in love with these.
And this is the best ever price. You are getting the absolute best deal. There is no doubt of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, I'm going to use a tape pen again. You could use red liner tape, any particular glue if you wanted to keep it nice and clean. Perhaps use a tacky glue to hold it into place. But I just want to pop that down to secure my ribbon so that's not going anywhere. And again, I'm just going to do exactly the same at the top. And we're going to go in and pop a little piece there. Oops, wait a minute. Get your tape in the right place. Oh, I'm still managing to miss it. How am I doing that? There we go. And I'm just going to pop that in and trim that ribbon off, like so. I think I'll come in and I'll come down the other side. So when you look at this potential, you've got 3 that you're able to go just straight up with. So let's come in and do the same with this floral. So we'll come up and we'll just start into thread.
Nancy, I have those and I absolutely love them. Talking about the ribbon threading, Kimberly went for the ribbon threading craft kit and I absolutely loves doing it. I think it is one of those things, isn't it, that is really enjoyable to do. Again, quite different. I know we said about iris folding. It gives you a very sort of distinct look, if you will.
Yes.
But also, Debbie, great way of using up ribbons. How many of us have got reels and reels and reels of ribbons that we do nothing with?
Exactly. Because I tend to collect it just to look at it and then think, why are you collecting just to look at it? You you need to use it, because ribbon is such a versatile medium to create with. I mean, straight away you can see I've got these lovely two pieces. I'm going to come up the centre, excuse me, while I've got my other little piece. We were talking about this on the earlier on show. You can add a little bit of tape onto the end and then just trim that down to make it a bit easier for you to thread with. Ribbon is notorious for fraying, and we don't want any fraying in that, so you can either do what I do, which is I singe the ends of mine. Just take a little match, just singe the ends just to crisp it up. You can do it with low-tack tape, just wrap a little bit of low-tack tape. Make it easy for yourself to thread with. People have told me about safety pins, needles, all that kind of thing. Darning needles, obviously, because it's depending on the thickness of your ribbon. But me personally, I just like to hold it down with, well, I make it stiff with the tape. That's how I put mine on.
Okie doke.
So I'm just going to just pull that through again. Oh, you don't want you anymore. I'm going to come in with a different colour in a second and show you that ribbon threading combination that we can go with. So let's put that to that end, stick you down. I'm going to go in that end and stick that down and then just trim that off. Oops, I forgot to, I didn't break my glue. Oh dear. Bad girl. Right, so now you can see that looking really pretty, but I've got some other ribbon here, so let me come in with, I'm going to use some of this ribbon. John won't mind, he's left it on side, so he must have left it there for a reason. But I've got some organza. Well, tough if he hasn't, he shouldn't have left it there.
Yeah, that's it, done.
Don't leave ribbon in a
Possession
room
is
for
9/10 of the law, Debbie, apparently.
Is that true?
Yeah.
We'll have that, Joe, we'll have that. So let me just unravel this one. And then we can start to have a little play. So I'm just going to get my low-tack tape again. Let's just pop that on there. And I'm just going to give it a little twist again, just to make it a little bit easier for threading and stop it from fraying as well. So if I just pop that in, and now we can have a little play at combinations. So where shall we go? I think we'll go across. I think we'll do a little bit of a duplicate one here. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to thread through. And this is the fun thing. Get all your multicoloured ribbons, mix and match your ribbons, mix your colours. But you can see now it's starting to come through. I know it's got organza, but you can see it looking really lovely.
Oh, nice.
And again, just going to do exactly the same, Joe. I pull it to the other end and then I tape it down. Rather than having to keep stopping and starting, you know, with my tape round the end, just makes it a bit easier for yourself. Let's pop that down and again, just pop a little bit of tape. In fact, do you know what I'm going to do? I think I might put my tape on now ready. There we go. And then we're going to take it again and we'll do exactly the same and we'll just keep repeating that. So we've ended up with a nice multiple layer. In fact, I've got the top bit. I've got the top part. There we go.
Yeah, it looks really lovely threaded like that. I mean, you could really go to town, couldn't you? You could go crossways, you could keep going, you could double it up.
Yeah.
So many different ways of putting this
Lots
together.
of things that you can do with this. And bearing in mind this panel, do you know what that could do? That could act as a stencil. So that could be cut out into acetate, a bigger piece of acetate, and then you've got a perfect stencil.
Nice.
And that's from the creator card. So, you know, you could do that with any of your dies, obviously, but there's just so many different things. But obviously these were designed with ribbon threading in mind. So let me just end that piece, pop that piece. In fact, I think while I'm there, I'm going to put my tape down. It saves me having to mess about again with my tape. And pop that down. I'm just going to continue to do that, Joe.
Amazing. Now, look, very busy on these. These were your favourite item, actually, in the earlier show, and they are really busy again now. You are, well, you're paying, of course, for... You're not actually, are you? Buy the two... I see. Yeah, you're getting these for less than half price. 62% is your saving on these, so make sure you're snapping them up. Never been a better time to get them. They are the best ever price that you've seen them. Regina says, just popped in to say hello, on my way to the eye doctor appointment. Oh, well, I hope it all goes well, Regina. Annie says, that tip about the tape is a game changer. I struggled with that before when the ribbon would unravel. So thank you, Debbie.
You're welcome. That's one of the tips that I was taught. I just first started trying it without the tape round the end, and oh my days, I really struggled. That's when I started thinking, oh, I forgot about my singeing, because that's why I do singe mine. Just gives it a nice little crisp edge, makes it nice and easy to do. But of course, tape, I mean, we've got plenty, especially on your rolls of tape. You can see there's a lot on there. Make it use for your, you know, whatever use you need it to, and it just makes threading so much easier. I mean, look at the speed in which I'm getting this threaded.
Yeah, it's really quick and easy to do,
honestly,
isn't it?
really, really easy.
I bet they look amazing cut from acetate. I know you talked about
Yeah.
using acetate to do them for a stencil, but actually as a project, imagine just having them threaded, Debbie, just on acetate.
That would look beautiful. Why didn't I think of that, Joe?
Yeah.
That would look beautiful.
Really, another cool way of doing it. And of course, that's a great thing, play around with it.
Yeah, play around with it. Absolutely. I mean, I've still got, if you look at the potential that I've got on there, I've still got all these cuts where I could come down the centre and do the diagonal. I mean, really, you could go to town. You could keep the, I mean, this morning I kept it really simple, but you could absolutely go to town, literally, so many different ways, so many different combinations. They're amazing, and they're from the Creator Card range as well. So for me, that versatility, that's what a Creator Card offers me as a crafter. It offers me so many versatile ways of creating. So I'm quite happy with that. So I'm going to stop at that. I'm going to pop my pieces on. So because I am making a box, so I'm just going to bring my tape in and line these up. I've used from the gnome. Do you remember the gnome paper pad, Joe?
Oh yes, we've had that on the shows this week, so I know lots of people will have that, or will have it on its way.
Absolutely. We've had some great deals on the paper pads just of late, haven't we? We really have. So I'm just making this all the way around on my pieces, and I've got. I always do this. Another little top tip from our lovely Jan. Who says thank you very much, because I was speaking to the other night. Thank you very much for all the lovely well wishes.
Thanks for all of the
well wishes for her new little grandchild,
Alfie.
Alfie.
Yes, do we have a name yet?
Yeah, Alfie. Oh,
Alfie.
Has she not said that? Did she not say the name in the post?
I'm not sure. I didn't
Oh my
see
days!
the
I
post.
hope I just. Oh well. Apologies, Jan. I thought you'd shared
Yeah.
that. I know
Oh.
she shared that he's being born, because that's why Jan has been absent for a couple of weeks.
I
Because
think she's
enjoying
back
that
though
time.
next week,
The
isn't
10th
she?
of November.
She's back
here
next
with you on
Thursday
the
with me,
Thursday.
yeah.
Yes, she's here on the Thursday. And then, yeah, so she's looking forward to that very much. I was thinking, do I put a little piece behind the back? But I think I'm going to have that on the inside panel of my box. Did you put your box? Did I chop into my box lid? Hang fire, Joe, because I seem to have... Oh, it's here. Oh, for one awful moment then I thought I had cut in, but then I realised I didn't. I cut into my blank piece. I'm okay. So yeah, our lovely Jan will be back next week. Yeah, she's enjoying some nanan time, which we all love to do, because Jan's just like me. God, I worship my grandkids.
Is that number 2 for Jan?
It is, yeah, number 2. 2 little boys, 2 beautiful little boys. And Toby and Alfie. Gorgeous name, beautiful name.
Oh, you've got 2 as well, haven't you?
I have indeed, yes. I've got one of each. I've got Sapphire, who's 4, and I've got little Ezra. Oh, I'm sending some well
How
wishes
is
because he's a little
Sapphire
bit
4
poorly.
already?
2, I know, and
Where does it go?
Ezra's 2 in December.
Wowzers.
He's coming up to his 2nd birthday, which I remember being here when I got the phone call from my daughter. Mum, they're taking me in. I've got to have a cesarean. I'm like, ah! And then lovely Debbie, I always remember because it was Debbie and Jan that stood in for me for my shows that I'd got planned, because I had to make that dash. So yeah, I've got 2 grandbabies, and then I've got 2 grand doggies.
2 grand doggies?
Yeah, because I've got my little grand dog from, I call them grand dog because they're part of the family. That's little Evie, who is my eldest daughter and her partner's dog, rescued dog that they rescued. I say rescued, from abroad. They brought.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Whereabouts?
Yeah. Oh, now I always get this bit wrong, so I can't remember. Slovenia, maybe.
Slovenia or Slovakia?
Yeah, somewhere like that. Yeah,
Right.
I always forget, and they go mad with me because I keep forgetting. But I've got a memory like a sieve. And then my latest grand doggy baby is our little Ruru, and Ruru's a little whippet. Her name's Roo, not Ruru, but we just nickname her Roo. And she's absolutely adorable, and that is Tasha's. So she's got her 2 kiddies and then little Roo. So just gorgeous, gorgeous little puppy.
Friends of mine have got a little cream, like are they called cream Labradors or white Labradors? I'm not sure what the colour. You know the one I mean.
I do know
White
what you mean,
Labrador.
yeah.
Called Frubert Bollins Luke Collins. He's also called Froobs, Frooby Froo, Frooby Doo. This poor thing's got about 8 names.
Oh, God, well, you do, don't you? You get carried away when you... I mean, like I said, Roo is just Roo, but we call her Roo, Boo Boo. I call her all sorts. I love her to bits, and she's a welcome addition to the little family, she is. And there you go. I'm just going to finish off there with a little gift box using the ribbon threading. And there
That's
you can see
beautiful, Debbie.
just the different combinations, that lovely crisscross there with those 2 different styles of ribbons and then 3 different colours. Just really beautiful. I love them, absolutely adore them. Creator card to perfection they are. I love ribbon threading dies, I love creator cards. Hybrid together, wow. And wow.
Yeah,
wow,
really
is
awesome, aren't they?
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. Let me take you back through then that price, because the deal, sorry, because the price is amazing on these. You've got 6 in the collection, 5 in the collection. No, 6 in the collection. Got it right the first time. So it means they're £5 each in the UK, which is great value. You've got elaborate lace, diagonal lace. You've then got the bold florals, the pretty florals. That one is the Baroque swirls, and you also have the charming lace in there as well. £30 or $38 is your price on those. Snap those up. They are the best ever price, and they're going very quickly. You guys love them in the wake-up call, and they're really busy again now in this show. Something else that you loved and is an amazing price, another best ever price for you actually, is these. It's our iris folding dies. Now these are great because iris folding, such a really lovely mindful craft to do. But the problem was creating the apertures and also knowing where everything went. Now these dies do all of that for you. You've also got embellishing elements on there. Lots of different designs. So you've got the butterfly there, imaginatively named butterfly. This one is your gift wrap to the present. The up and away is that hot air balloon. Then you also have the balloon tee, which is party time. And that dress there is the glamour too. Now you get all of that, plus you get 6 of the pads, which are designed to enable you to get a perfect result on those. You can use other things as well. Great for using scraps and leftovers of paper, as we were discussing earlier. £22 or $37, that saves you what, nearly £58 or $97. If you've already got these, or if you want to go for a second set of these, you can. We've got these on their own. A third of the stock of that has gone of your iris folding, and the paper pads, if you want those, it's a half price deal for you, and the details are there on the screen now. Right, it's really busy across on the website. I'm going to give you an opportunity to check those baskets out. So whilst you do that, here's all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get social with us. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, on your TV or tablet, you can get so close to the action, it's like you're in the studio with us. You can ask questions about products or crafty techniques. Get hints and tips from our expert demonstrators. Plus, share pictures of your crafty makes with our amazing community. Crafters TV, getting you closer to the crafty action. Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. So, join our family of craft experts with live tutorials and demonstrations every day. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products here on Crafters TV. Get creative and craft along with our amazing deals. Your next craft project is only a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week or watch on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook or our YouTube channel. You can chat to us, craft along and meet new friends in our online crafting community.
you entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
You all had time with each other! You're not through to boot camp. Get off!
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. So, stop what you're doing and enjoy the fun here on Crafters TV.
Right, let's come back and have a little look at these. These are your decorative gatefolds. I remember launching these. I think it was you and I, Debbie, wasn't it, that launched these?
Yes.
They were glorious. I love them. They're really beautifully detailed, and they just take your gatefold card to the next level. And I think the thing is, they provide something you would not be able to do by hand, because you've got those beautiful curved edges within here. Let me take you through the different designs. So how these work is you've got your main outline die here. That's going to create that actual gatefolding element. Now, you don't need to have any panels cut into here if you want. You could just have that as a plain gatefold, but you've got two different panels, and you're up to you. You're going to cut the same design in both sides. Is what you can do is done here and here, or you can do two different designs on each side, or a different design on each side if you wish. You've got floral meadow. That's your first one. We then have floral swirls, which is that one just there. This here is your deco vines. I love this one. I think it's the shape of the gatefold, which I really, really like. Oh, hello. Then we've got classic lace, which is that one there. And you've also got opulent botanicals. I know you did a craft along with this one, didn't you, Debbie?
Yes,
I
it was on
remember
a
a
box.
fabulous box that you did. It was gorgeous. Remember, you'll be able to go back and watch the launch day of these with myself and Debbie. You'll be able to go back and watch Debbie's craft along as well, if you want to. These are 50% off in the US. It's a better than half price deal for you if you're in the UK. Your platinum price here, £28, so that's down from £75, or $39.20, down from a few cents short of $100. So it's a brilliant, brilliant deal on these in particular. A lot of people talking about their grands and the babies. Rachel, our social media superstar, of course, her youngest, he's just coming up to 3 months old now.
I know, I saw him in his little beanie hat, his little beanie bobble hat.
Adorable, isn't he?
Just beautiful, matching hat with his mummy. It's nice, honestly. Do you know what, though? I can remember when she had him. So it's like, how...
Do you reckon he recognised our
Blows
voices
back.
because he's watched so much
do you
Crafters
think
TV?
so? He
I
might
reckon
do.
probably.
He might do, yeah.
You know,
he
because
might
apparently
do.
if they hear noises when they're
In their tummies,
in the
yeah.
womb, they
Yeah.
they recognise them.
Oh.
Gosh, imagine how many terrible jokes he knows.
Oh, yeah. Imagine the dragonfly fact.
Did you not? Diane Shaw says, I have 9 grandchildren, 4 girls, 3 boys, and 2 great-grandchildren. That's amazing.
Oh, that's so lovely. They're just like your life.
He always falls asleep when Craig is on. That's showbiz.
That means he's got a lovely soothing voice, is what that means.
That is funny. I'm going to message him that.
Tell him.
Wind him up. Chemistry and Biology says, I've been watching these dies since their original launch. I think I may need to put these in the cart and use one of my coveted anniversary coupons.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Anniversary coupons.
Yeah, there is. Yeah. Oh yeah, with the paper pad, if you spent over a certain money, did you get something
I think there might be some other ones as well, but we're not allowed to talk about them.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
I'll not say anything then. I tell you what, I will.
But there was, you could use the £10 or the 21s in the gifts.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
And get yourself an even better bargain.
Couldn't you?
Less than, did you say half price or less than half price?
Less than half price in the UK, half price in the US.
That is amazing. It really is.
Really fantastic.
And you've got this, look, do you know what I love about this? You've got that lovely, do you know that yin and yang, where you've got one that... This is what I love about them. This is why they're under the Creator Card family. Not only have they got that gatefold element, but they've got this die cut element, which means that you've got 2 different panels that complement and work with each other, but can be used one panel, and you just turn it the other side and you can use the same pattern. I absolutely love these.
So cool, aren't they?
They're beyond cool. And this is the kind of thing that you can create. Now, this morning I did do a traditional gatefold. This is beautiful. It's just 2 simple, striking colours in that pink and navy, and just looks absolutely fabulous. It really does. So that's how you would use it. I'm going to use it a different way in this one. It's a masterclass after all, and I already covered the first one this morning. But again, look at this one. How fabulous that lovely zigzag flash design were in there, but 2 different yin and yang patterns that match and complement each other.
It looks like a lightning bolt, doesn't it?
Yes, it does, yeah. I love this one because this one could be, and we said it this morning, it could be like a purse.
Could.
Pop a little handle on there. It could be a purse or a bag. The lovely craft along that Michelle did this week with those ellipse dies, absolutely.
Have you seen
could
her
do that with
craft along?
these as well. Oh
Did you
yeah,
see
they were
it?
beautiful. Absolutely
Gorgeous,
beautiful.
wasn't it?
Gorgeous. The girls so clever when it comes to different concepts that you can do with cardstock. Again, that yin and yang on the edge of cards, so this almost like turned it into an edgeable because you've got it on both sides. I love this one where you've got that panel on the front and then open it up and it's a pop out on the inside, or then simply just cut into your cardstock in your panels, both sides there. Again, looks absolutely phenomenal. And then lastly, just use as a simple die cut element on the side. So they're absolutely fabulous. Now the one I'm going to use, if I just can pop those back under there for a second, is possibly one of my favourites, Floral Meadow. I love this one. It's got this lovely floral design, 2 different designs. And again, we're giving you 3 combinations to get yourself mixing and matching with. And you can see that yin and yang design with the 2 different ones. Or use, so why we've put it in this colour is so you can differentiate, just use the one design on both sides. Or again, the other design on both sides. Or just have a little play, maybe just use one, maybe use it, like we said, on the end of a bag. Or if you are following lovely Michelle's craft along, you could use this and perhaps put that on the bottom part of it.
Really nice.
Now, when you flip reverse it, so I'm just going to take this off because it cuts out the frame part to it.
Was it Blazing Squad that sung about flip reverse?
Flip reverse.
It,
I think reverse. Yeah. No, it's
No?
definitely. It's
Oh, let me
definitely
see,
Blazing
work
Squad.
it.
Yeah.
Flip, reverse it.
Yeah, I love that
no,
song.
it's not missing.
I absolutely love that song. No,
I wish
there
you could
isn't.
see Debbie's dancing
I
there.
was doing this.
Do this.
As though you flip reversing.
You
No,
flip
there is a
reverse.
Missy Elliott one, but honestly,
No.
producer Jamie, go and Google it right now. Blazing Squad.
It was.
Flip reverse, I think that's
Yeah.
what it was called. Something like that. But definitely is. But two very different songs. Now, the 2 dies, these are what create the panels for you. But it's got the outside cutting edge, but stops either end. This one, you lay onto your fold of your card, and I'll explain a little bit more about that in a second. Then you've got your 2 panels. But you know what we thought we'd do? We thought we'd throw some nesting dies in there. That
Nice,
match.
'cause
So this
we're
is a
nice
really
like that.
nice, yeah, really nice idea. And whether you're going for one, or personally myself, if it was today, the day being getting all of them, this would be the one to go for. And you can mix and match those nesting dies in any of the
great
sets.
shout.
Yeah. So let's bring in a fold. Now I did say I was going to do it slightly different. So I have kind of traditionally gone with a gatefold, but you'll see I've got a gatefold with bigger flaps. So there, this one sits underneath that flap. So I'll give you the measurements so you know how to do this. But what I'm going to create is a 2 pieces that come down here with some inner panels on the inside to create a double gatefold edge. So the size of this cardstock measures in, and it's a full piece of your A4, but I've snipped it down to 6 inches. And where I've scored it is, I've scored it at 3 inches and 8 1/4. So that's why you get that, you know, can you see where the flap goes over the other one? So it's like got like an inch in between. So it's not like a traditional gatefold.
Yeah.
It's actually been done deliberately to create this style of card. So bear with me. But what I'm going to do is, and I like to do these in 2 separate pieces. You can, if you want, go in with the full design, layer them all down and run them through in one pass. But I'm going to go slightly different. So what I'm going to do is, Joe, is I'm going to open up my tabs. And where I said that the fold part, the one that doesn't cut, that's the one that's going to already sit onto that fold. So it's creating this panel. And you'll see when it comes out, when I've die cut it for you, you'll understand what I mean by this. You'll see why I wanted those flaps to be bigger. And it'll become more apparent in a second. Now I'm going to come in with the other piece, and if you think about it, turn it back over.
Is that going to put the score line in for you, that die, or do you need to put the score line in yourself with
No,
these?
you can put. It's not going to put a score line in for you, but it's just not going to cut into
Right,
it. So
okay.
it's going to make sure your gatefold stays as a gatefold. But when you look at it, you can see that. If I show you there now, can you see I've got this bit of a gap running through the central? Earlier on this morning, we did the normal size one. So if I just put, did I do one this morning actually? Do you know what? I think did I do one?
I think you did a
Do
normal
you know
one,
what?
yeah.
I can't remember if I did or I can't remember. I did that many this morning. Get me, I think I did 4 or 5 demos. 5, 4, 5, 4, 4, 5. Yeah, get
5?
me. World record for me.
4 or 5? 4 or 5? 5, 4, 4, 5, 5. Yeah.
So we're going to hold that on, and I'm going to die cut these pieces first, and then I'm going to put the decorative panel in. There is nothing in this world to tell you that you've got to do it all in one go if you don't feel comfortable with it.
Right.
Of course you can do, because what you can do is you can pop that on and then the other one, but it depends on the pattern that you're going for. So I'm going to leave it as it is right now, Joe, and we're going to do it in separate
And you don't
stages.
need to use the decorative panels, do you? You might just want to create the basic shape.
Exactly, yeah. Good shout. You might just want to, exactly. So I'm going to run that through. Now, I'm not putting my magnetic shim in. I'm going to try it without first.
Okay.
We've talked about this before when it comes to plate pressure. Sometimes with an ordinary, straightforward die that's got no decorative feature, there are times that you don't always need that magnetic shim in your Gemini.
Okay.
So I've done a 101, and I've talked about that before. I know the other craft experts have as well. But sometimes you don't need it because it's a straightforward shape. It just cuts it out without the need of the extra pressure. What can happen is if I'd have tried doing that with the magnetic shim, it's a bit too much pressure. And you know, when you talk about your plates, you want your plates to last a long time, and all the other things that we talk about when it comes, it's sometimes just worth remembering that not all dies need that combination. So if I just bring that in now, can you see it's created this like a wave in the centre? So it's not actually meeting, but we're going to get it to meet in a minute because with the other thing that I'm going to do. However, first thing we're going to do now is
You're
do
very
that
cryptic today.
Am I very what?
Yeah, very cryptic.
Am I? Do you think so?
Yeah, we're going to do a special thing like magic.
A bit like magic.
It's going to be like magic.
I thought I'd just show you. It's a masterclass after all. So we're going to take it in stages, and we're going to have a play. We're going to have a play with these things. So I'm popping those in now, and I'm going to hold those down with a bit of low tack tape. So
Debbie, I've had another idea.
Come on then, what are you going to go with?
You couldn't you, with paper or vellum,
Yeah.
cut it again
Yeah.
with the panel inside the thing, and then put that over, and it'd be like an overlay over the plain background.
Oh, that'd look
so
nice.
like with a bit of an aperture.
Yeah, that'd look
would
lovely.
that work?
Yes, it would, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, get you. I think
Check
you've
me
been
out.
in this
2 good
class.
ideas in one day.
I know, get you. Well, Joe, what can I say? Now, because I have got decorative dies, I'm bringing back in my magnetic shim.
Okay,
It wouldn't work the other way around. I very much doubt, with that much intricacy, that you would be able to die cut without the use of your magnetic shim in there. So just bear that in mind whenever you're using it, and you can always revert back to those shows where we talk about pressure, longevity of your plates, pressure on when you need from a simple die to a complicated die to emboss it, all sorts, because this machine is absolutely incredible. I can't tell you, I could do a 2-hour show just telling you how incredible this machine is, because it's been the best thing since sliced bread. So when you, and I mean I'll just take it off, but what you've got now, and I will just take off my tape, and I'll just try and release all of those pieces, but I'm not going to spend forever and a day releasing all that, because it will take me forever and a day. So if I just bring out those pieces, and again,
Is it always easier to take the paper from the die, or do you take the die from the paper?
So if you noticed, I put my finger there and I tease it out.
Right.
So yes, so me personally, I find it a lot easier. Now, obviously, what you get is you get this shape. When you've poked out all your little pieces, Joe, and I'm going to speed that up because I want to try and get all my demonstrations done. Can you see now all that decorative detail? Cut out beautifully, poked out all your little pieces, done and dusted. However, not quite looking right, so maybe we want to try something else. So that's when, and I measured a piece of cardstock that measures the whole of that piece. So I've gone in with a 6 by 6 inch square, and do you know these 2 dies? I'm going to bring these back in. I think I'll keep my tape on there for a second. Let's take away those. We're going to create a panel. If I just pop them on,
right,
and place those together, and I'm going to come into the centre part. Let's just move my tape. Because I know for a fact that that's not going to die cut. It's got no die cutting edge. But I want those 2 to meet in the middle and give me the perfect, and you'll run those through. So if I just run those through.
Will these
Joe.
go through the junior?
Yes.
Asks, who was it asked that? Donna.
Oh, that's this one? Yep. So let me just switch to my junior plates, and then we'll proof is in the pudding.
Wow,
There you
Joe
go.
with his crafty opportunity, says Kate in California. Thank you very much, Kate.
So again, I'm just going to go in now and run those through. So this is on my Gemini Junior plate. So yes, they will fit through your Gemini Junior. If you were doing a card like this, obviously if you've got your larger plate, it can go on fully. But if you haven't, and this is how I craft at home. So I have my large Gemini out at the side of me, but I have my Gemini Junior plates and I cut everything on my Gemini Junior plates. I'm not going to lie to you. So I just do one at a time.
Okay.
So one panel and then flip reverse and go the other panel. So when you die cut that out now, what that will do is it will release your panels. Oh, that one needed a little bit more pressure. However, you'll get the gist if I just... Don't tear it, Debbie, don't tear it.
Don't tear it, Debbie.
I know, don't tear it, she says, don't tear it. It releases, again, let me just go down to that bit because I forgot to put it through the end, but you get the gist. It releases and creates your two little pieces that you are then going to sit, and if I just, look at me, I'm getting the right was. Let's put all those there. Let me bring in my pieces and my cardstock. So what this does is, it now sits into the panel like that. So I'm going to use my dotty tape pen and I'm going to put it onto the back of here. I actually want this not to be stuck onto the base of the card. I want it to be stuck to that.
Flap.
Thank you. Flap, just say it, Debbie, to the flap. Yeah, I want it to stick there. So again, I mean, of course, you could add in colour. You could be perhaps
Flap
die
is the
cutting.
right word, to be fair.
It is, isn't it? I'm not. That's
we
fine.
could go with fold.
Fold, yeah. Tab never sounds right.
No,
I don't know why.
Tab's a skinny, narrow thing, isn't it?
It's a what?
Tab is like a narrow piece when you're like gluing a box. The tab.
Ah,
Like
yeah.
that's a tab, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right.
So it means
Joe.
cigarette in some places as well.
Well, I was just about to say, in my neck of the woods, it means a cigarette. Yeah, so, and again, what I'm just going to do, and you'll see now you've got that perfect fit. So by measuring the same part of your card for the cardstock to start with, and then running the die cut through, you get that lovely piece. So again, let's just pop my dotty tape pen. I say my dotty tape pen, John's dotty tape pen. We'll say John, because he is in charge. Although if Tracy were here, I'd be saying Tracy were in charge.
Oh, yeah.
But John's in today on his own, so...
There's no Daddy Jake's not here today, is he?
No, Daddy Jake's not here. He's doing daddy things. He's got a week holiday, I think, so he's not here all week.
Nice.
Yeah, so he's having a bit of time with little Mabel. But look, what that creates is this beautiful decorative, still a gatefold, but a little added interest there. And I've gone with a happy anniversary for this one. So I've taken a happy anniversary. I've mounted the same cardstock onto some multi-purpose cardstock. And I'm just going to pop that onto there. So that's going to be the inside of my card. Like, let's get over there. So, and then I'm just going to finish off now with some extra little features. So the dies themselves, you've got all of these dies. Now there's not just one or two, we've got 4 here. 4 that will create mats and layers, decorative mats and layers that you're going to run through and create some really nice features. So the smallest of the die, I've stamped me Celebrate the Day with. And then my 2 larger ones, I've just mounted on top of each other to create this lovely panel. And it's actually going to act as an enclosure for my gatefold. So I'm going to pop on the back a little foam pad to lift it up from that middle end. Like so, and then we're going to pop a little bit of tape, but I'm only going to have it stuck down to one piece. Actually, do you know what I think I might do? I think I might have a foam pad on it. Let's have a couple of foam pads on and lift it. So I'll just turn it over so I know where I'm going though, because I don't want to crisscross over. Crisscross, weren't that a little rap star? Crisscross? Crisscross? Weren't that a little rap star? Jump.
I was thinking, everybody clap your hands.
No, crisscross with a little...
Crisscross.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one as well, Joe. I forgot about that. And then I'm going to finish it off with one of my famous bows. And then I would have normally put gems down, but I thought, no, Debbie, you've used enough gems. Wait till you see one of my 3-in-1 creator cards, then you'll understand why I'm not using any gems on this one. But, look. How beautiful does this look with the yin and the yang design and acting as the gatefold but meets in that middle, so you can extend it. So all I've done is I've elongated the tabs there, flaps there, to create to create a beautiful decorative folder using these amazing dies. Go and check that launch day show out. I did lots of demonstrations throughout that show. Check the craft along because I did enjoy that project. But there's lots and lots of expert tutorials from all of us here at Crafters TV. We've all loved these dies with a passion, and I know you will too. But
amazing, isn't it?
Amazing.
Less than half price again if you're in the UK. If you want to go for this, remember you can go back, watch that launch day back. You can of course go and watch the craft along back as well. 5 different designs in here for you. You've got the floral meadow, which is this one just here. This one here is your floral swirls. You've then got the deco vines. That's the classic lace, and you will get the opulent botanicals. £35 or $49, saving you £40 or $50. Platinum members save another £7 or $9.80 if they're going for those as well. So really, really great value. Lots of best ever prices for you in this show. We've also got a deal on the pigment ink pads, which I love. Really lovely opaque coverage on these. You can heat and emboss with them too. And it's been a while since I've seen a 10-piece collection actually, so it's good to have a nice larger size collection in the show. This one here is your Bordeaux. You will also get Damson wine. That one is your Grasshopper, Lagoon, Midnight, Orange, Plum Jam, Pure White, Seal Brown, and you'll also get the Smoked Emerald as well in there. So a really great selection of our most popular colours in there for you. $37.59 or $56.79 if you're a Platinum member. Very busy on those after you see them earlier. And we're going to come back though and we're going to have a look at these, the 3-in-1 creator cards. You saw them earlier. Lots of different designs in here. Did you know, Debbie, that dragonflies signify new beginning?
No.
Did you not know that?
No, I didn't know that.
So you're going to get those in here, the beautiful, that's a daisies and dragonflies for you. And the great thing with these is there are 3 clear defined ways of using these, which is amazing. But the great thing is that you're paying, how much are these working out? So 5 pieces of selection, they're working out £9 each, but you've got 3 different ways of using them. They're really big dies. They should be $17.99 each, these ones. So you've got daisies and dragonflies, floral peacock is that one there. You've then got your butterfly garden. This one's the elegant fairy, and again, those fairy there. Lots of nice open detail on this. Gives you plenty of opportunity, Debbie, to do something glorious in the background. And you've then got the balloons in here as well. Inky backgrounds, so they're going to look spectacular. But use the background on their own, you use the central piece, or double it up and use the whole thing together. It's going to look fantastic. And what else is fantastic is the price. £36 as a Platinum member in the UK, $42.40 if you are a Platinum member across the pond is your best ever price. Stephanie says, I'm so glad you're using these, Debbie. I have them, but I haven't played with them yet.
Oh, you're going to have time of your life.
Absolutely. Eleanor says, these dies make beautiful cards, perfect for weddings or anniversaries, graduations, things like that. Perfect for the invitations for these things too. They are. I think you'll find lots of different ways to use them. Boxes look great as well. Debbie's Craft Along was a box project, which was really, really well received. So do go and also check that out if you get an opportunity to. If you've got any questions about these or anything else in the show, get them into me. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you are across on YouTube. Right, Debbie, what's next?
I'm going to do the 3-in-1 creator cards. Now, these are big creator cards.
Massive, aren't they?
They're huge. They're 5x7. This die itself is 5x7. The 3, and you're probably thinking, oh, you get 3 dies. You don't, you get 2, but 3 different ways to use them. The 3-in-1 element means you can use the frame on its own. You can use the beautiful, delicate insert on its own. I'm going to use the butterflies for this one, so this is the butterfly garden. Or combine them together and you've got a 3. So that's where the 3-in-1 comes from. And it creates so many different opportunities for you as a crafter. And I adore these. I'm not going to lie, these are another one of my favourites. When I saw what was that, I'm not going to lie, Joe, I opened up you know, you get your list sent through about what you've got on your shows. And I saw a creator card, I mean, I literally skipped a happy dance up to my craft room, could not wait to get me in there. But when I saw some of my favourite dies that we've ever launched here at Crafters TV, for me, I just absolutely adore these. So I'm going to show you. Now, I did mention earlier on, I know our Debbie did a lovely craft along with this, and she did a lovely trifold card. I have actually used a piece from the A3 cardstock. Do we have the A3 back in stock yet?
Good question. I haven't seen it on any shows over birthday, so I don't think so, Debbie.
Right, so if you have, that's fine. If you haven't, you can actually make it by simply popping your 2 panels. So for me, this is a 15-inch, because what I wanted to remember was that I want each panel to fit in. So I know that these are 5 by 7.
Right.
So I knew that I wanted a 5, 10, 15 inches. If you were going to keep it nice and neat. If you want to go bigger, you can do. But if you're going to create it from an A4 piece of cardstock, that would be 10 by 7. And then the last piece would be 5.5, half an inch score line by 7, and slip it underneath. So you can create it with an A4 as well as A3, but I went with A3 for mine. Now, with the first one, in fact, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do the frame first. We'll go to this end and we'll just do that frame piece. Oh, actually, no. Let's do all of them. Let's get it. Shall we go bold and do all 3 at once? Let's go in there and we'll do this way. So I'm going to cut this out for you, and then I'm going to show you how I've inked mine up and what else I've
There's
done
some
with
Centura Pearl in the A3 available online.
That would work just as well. Absolutely, work equally as well. So yeah, that would work perfectly. So
Yeah, you'll find that over on the website.
Yeah. Before we had multi-purpose cardstock, I'll let you into a secret. That's exactly what I used all the time. It's exactly what I used. Didn't use anything else when it came to A3. Right, so I've popped in all 3 pieces, and I'm going to bring in, because this is a larger project, I am going to bring in my larger plates. However, just in case anybody's wondering, will these fit on the Gemini Junior? Absolutely, they will do. So you can get these in, because if you think about this, this is 5 by 7. The platform to a Gemini Junior is 9 by 6. So when you do the maths, you know that works perfectly well. So I'm just going to pop that on. Let me just make sure I've got all sides. Make sure none of this, and I've slightly turned it to an angle just to give it, if you think about that, that's a lot of cutting to do from the one pass of the machine. So I'm giving it an helping hand. All of these dies, so the frame of every single one of these die sets has got an embossed feature to it, Joe. So this is when you're going to bring in your rubber embossing mat to finish that little piece off. Now I can tell, oh, I'll bring it back. I've got my little one because we can't find, for some reason, don't know where it is, but the large one's missing again. I reckon it's next door. Only thing is we can't go in next door because Ali-Ann's doing some filming, so we can't go in next door.
Is she in there?
Yeah, she's in there. Don't you remember the conversation?
Oh
at the
yes,
time?
she's filming something very special, isn't she, for US viewers?
Yep, she's filming top secret stuff. Can't tell you, can't possibly tell you. But yeah, it's exciting. Now, the reason why I've only die cut it, I now need to bring in my rubber embossing mat to finish the extra embossing detail. I can actually, because there's, I'll do it with it all on. I'm not going to start messing about. I'll do it with it all on. Turn that over. I've got my clear cutting plate, my plastic shim, cardstock with the die facing upwards this time, and I'm going to run my rubber embossing mat over. And even though I can't find the large one, because I'm only working on a single panel, that's absolutely fine. So let's go in and just finish that off. So that's the first part of all of it together. So that's one part of the 3-in-1 that you can use with this. And then I'm going to show you the other 2. Oh, sorry.
That's all right. So Eleanor said these dies make beautiful cards, perfect for weddings or anniversary, graduation. I've just read that one, haven't I?
Did you?
What's wrong with me today?
I don't know, Joe. What's wrong with you
I don't know.
today?
I'm asking myself, you okay, hon?
Are you okay,
I don't know what's
darling?
happening.
Are you okay?
Dana says, hold on, I don't think I've seen these 3-in-1 cards. They look cute. They are cute.
Amazing. Do you know, I'm trying to remember when we launched them. I've got a feeling, now then, we've had some amazing launches this year. I think it was last year though, George. You? I can't remember. How bad is that I can't remember when these were launched? And I've been involved in I'm sure, well, pretty sure I were involved in some of the launch. You trying to remember as well, Joe, because I can't think
The launch,
when this was.
honestly, off the top of my head, Debbie, I've got no idea when it was. I want to say it was
know.
earlier this year.
We need to get producer Jamie on the case.
We do. He's on it.
Yeah, is he on it? Is he
Yep.
on it? You see, I know
He thinks he's on it.
You think?
I don't think he's on it. I think he's hovering around it at the moment.
Maybe our Charlotte could help him out with it. Because bless him, Jamie is... How long have you been here, Jamie? About 6 months he's been here, so we expect him to know absolutely everything, and we forget he's fairly much... Still a new boy, aren't you, Jamie? Really, still new. He's still.
You
is
just
it
went,
the
I don't know why.
I'm going to say at the toddler stage.
Aye.
Is he? You're not from Yorkshire, are you? Oh, aye.
No,
didn't
he's
think
from
so.
Essex.
He's from Essex. Of course
Pretend
he is,
Essex. We discussed this earlier,
Oh
didn't
my
we?
God, you're at it again. You leave him alone. He's from Essex. Now that is one part that you can do. So what I'm going to do with this end is I'm going to pop just the frame bit to it. Now. On mine, and I'll show you why, in between, I'll probably do it on one of these, but you can ink through these dies, and if you did catch the show this morning, you'll know what I mean, because that's exactly what I did. But what I'm just going to do now is stick this onto this panel, and we're going to hold that down. But I am omitting, is that the right word? I'm not putting omitting, I'm leaving out the butterflies, because I'm going to put them somewhere else. And I don't know if you've gathered where I'm going to go with it. But I'm going to put them here. They're going to go in this piece. So while we've got this on, and I think I'll get away with this. In fact, let me just make sure I've got this on right. I can hear Leanne. Can you?
Hear what?
I can hear Leanne.
Leanne?
Yeah, I can hear her.
Still be quiet so we can hear her.
Through the walls. No, shh. It's top secret. You can't. No. Now, I'm going to pop my butterflies into the centre part of this card so that you'll see that flow. But of course, this is when you can have a little play. You can twist it, because this is just going to be a little feature. In fact, I'll do it on this one. Yeah, we'll change it up a little bit. It'll be a little bit different to the card that I've got planned. However, that's the beauty.
That's part of the journey, isn't it?
It is. It's part of that journey, and it's also part of the fun and the reasons why it's under the Creator Card brand, because of that reason. So I'm going to go back in and run this through my Gemini, like so. And I'll just push that through. And this is where that 3-in-1, and what I wanted to show you with this one, because this morning I did a different one. Excuse me, I've got a bit dry. Where I used all of it on the front, and on the inside panel I actually used the frame. With this one I'm going all out, we're using everything, we're using all the 3-in-1. This is a masterclass after all, and that's what it's all about. Now again, of course, what you would do is you would do exactly the same thing. I'm going to repeat that process of popping my rubber embossing mat. I'm not going to worry too much about my middle piece, but I'm just going to do it on that end, and we're going to run that through to create that embossed detail. So yeah, let's take that time to show you that. There you go. So we're running that through, and then this is when you could do the inking through it as well, Joe. So when you've raised it and embossed it, you're going to ink through it, and which is what I've done with mine, and then maybe add some sparkle or some glitter or some gems.
Delightful.
Absolutely tons of things that you can do, because you've got loads of possibilities with this. You could even die cut it out into some different coloured cardstock.
Gives you lots of opportunities, doesn't it?
Opportunities and some. Absolutely, opportunities and some, Joe. Handsome Joe and some Joe. Of course, you are handsome. Oh. Yes, just better
just to clarify.
Look at Charlotte laughing.
Charlotte. Straight in there, wasn't she?
Has she got some beef with you today? Or should I say, have you got some beef with her? Because
I've never
you
got
were
beef with
teasing
her.
poor Charlotte before we came on air.
She's been horrible to me all morning this morning.
Joe,
she's been so mean to me.
Joe, you picked on her. You picked her on her at the water fountain.
I never ever pick on her. She was trying to push my water bottle out from under the water fountain, so it went all over my foot. I think that's very mean behaviour, Charlotte.
You do have a laugh, you two, don't you?
We do.
You really do. I'm just going to release, because there's a couple of little release holes. Now, I will say to you, when you've got this die, just take your time. And you know, I've said to you about, so I've took my larger frame out, and you can see that that's cut out. Is that rain I can hear outside? Do you know, I'm thinking, what is that on the, it feels like it's, I'm fed up at rain, Joe. I don't know about you, but I've had enough at rain.
I quite like the rain.
No,
Not when I'm driving, I don't.
No, I hate it when I'm driving.
Pain.
I hate it when I'm walking.
The rain's pain when I'm driving. But I actually quite, in the evening, if it rains really hard and you're in bed and you can hear it against the window, I actually really like it. I find it very soothing.
Oh, I like that. It's like the caravan noise. I love it in a caravan when it's raining. Do you know, I know people don't like that, but I absolutely love it because I love the sound
delightful.
of it. But I don't like being out in it. The only reason I'm fed up with it, Joe, is because it feels like it's rained for the last 2 weeks over here.
It has done nothing but rain, but we didn't have any rain all summer, did we? So
No,
we
I
need
know,
it.
so we're making up for it and we need it, and I'm pretty sure there's no way we're on a drought now. There's absolutely no way. We've had enough waterfall, I think, over the last couple of weeks that's made sure that I think we're okay with his water levels, she says.
I think we'll be all good again now.
I think we'll be all good, yeah. So if I've just poked out all those little pieces, what you have now is the whole of it. So, and I love this with butterfly, the little extra wings. I wish I'd done that on the original one, because I'll show you in a minute. I love it on going adrift. Oh, looks beautiful. And then the frame. So this is where your 3-in-1 comes to effect perfectly. And then it's like literally that trifold card. So now you've got that lovely open, and it just looks absolutely beautiful. With the use of inks though, so that's me plain one. I've done exactly what I did earlier, where I tipped up a little bit of scrap card underneath and inked through for the butterflies. I've inked through other flowers, so while the die was in place, I used all of those flowers and those leaves and highlighted them with crushed velvet, fuchsia and grasshopper. And then I've gemmed it up with an inch of its life. I've actually put on the back some cardstock to strengthen it and to give it stability, because it's beautiful when it's die cut and it looks just nice like that, but I wanted to offer a bit of rigidity. And the only thing that I'm going to finish that off with, Joe, is
It looks gorgeous, Debbie, it really does.
Thank you. I think I've lost my sentiment though, Joe.
You've lost what?
Me and sentiments. I forever lose my sentiments. I had a sentiment planned for in the centre of here. So I might just have a little look for it, if you don't mind. But I've got myself, guess what I've got? I said to you, I'm absolutely in love with these butterflies. Timeless butterflies.
They're delightful, aren't they?
Oh my God, guess what? I've got craft along.
What was the measurement again for the paper that you're using,
15
Debbie?
by 7.
15 by
5,
7.
5 and 5. If you think about it that way. If you're going with A4, that would be 10 by 7, scored in half at 5. And then add yourself, this other piece would be 5.5, because you need a 1/2 inch flap to tuck it underneath that flap. So that would mean that you could create a lovely 15 by 7 without the use of A3 cardstock. If you've got A3 cardstock though, absolutely, you know, just do it from an A3 cardstock. It makes it so much easier. Right, I'm on the hunt for my sentiment, Joe, so I might be back. Just give me a second and I'll come back and do a little bit of Where is it? Oh, do you know?
Debbie?
Yes?
Brenda has got a pressing question for you.
Ask away, Brenda.
She says, can you tell us about your double discount mystery bag tomorrow?
Oh! I'm not allowed.
Not allowed?
I'm not allowed. It's a double D discount bag. Double D discount bag, yeah? I'm not allowed.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, go on, just tell us a little bit about it.
No.
Go on, just a little sneaky peek.
No, you've got to
Because
wait.
you've been going on about it. You've been telling me about it all morning this morning.
I've been telling you. I didn't tell the world. I'm not allowed to till tomorrow.
Oh, go on, Debbie.
I can't. There's no way, Jose, you're getting me into any bother. So, nice try, Mr. Remblance. But that's a no. I'm not telling you. You're going to have to tune in tomorrow and find out yourself.
Right, there
Yes,
you
there
are.
go.
I tried, Brenda, I tried. No.
Can you see my sentiment, Jamie, while you're at it with me butterflies? Because...
Jamie's saying, oh, I can see the bag, it's live on the website. And Debbie's like, don't worry about that.
I know, don't worry about
sentiment.
I wanted my sentiment. I just can't find it. All right, do you know, the bane of my life sentiments, I love them.
Michelle lost one yesterday. She said it was the first time she'd lost one in ages.
Oh my God, it drives me mad. I'm always losing them, always. It's driving me absolutely up the wall. I just think it's just, and I think it would be a with love. If it was anything, it would be a with love one, because I'm absolutely obsessed with that. Are you flicking up my skirt?
She's moving it to the side. See if
I was just thinking, get away.
You might be under
I could
it.
feel my skirt moving. I thought, what's he doing? I know, I just don't know what I've done with it. Do you know what, Charlotte? That actually might be right. It might have fallen in bin. I have got a very flappy dress on. If I just show you, I said flappy. It's one of them. Can you see? Look how much skirt material I've got.
Hello. You took me out. It's like a parachute. Honestly.
It is. It's a gorgeous dress. But could you find it?
No, I couldn't find it, sorry.
Never mind. Never mind. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just add my butterflies on. They'll have to do instead. Let's just add maybe one. Oh, come on.
They were launched, so these were, I love, Pam Craven knows when they were launched, doesn't she? Of course she does.
She is such a clever
3rd
lady.
of May.
Oh,
You and
my
I,
God,
Debbie.
love her. Oh,
was it you and
yes,
I,
it
or
was.
it might have been Ben and you yourself, I'm not sure, but it was you on the 3rd of May this year.
It was this year. Thank you, Pam. She's amazing.
She's got them all documented, isn't she?
Yeah, Pam is literally the most amazing lady when it comes to facts and knowledge and knowing where everything is. I've actually lost a gem off there, but you're going to forgive me. I've lost the sentiment. Doesn't matter. I can put a sentiment on afterwards. But what you've got is a one way of using it, 2 and 3.
Beautiful.
And then bringing in those gorgeous timeless butterflies. I can't help myself because I absolutely adore them. Yeah, absolutely amazing. These are gorgeous die sets at the most fabulous price, and I can't believe less than, well, so that were May. My goodness, and we are bringing such a great deal already to already a fabulous collection, which I know you're going to love just as much as I do.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant, isn't it? Really, really cool. Right, let me share what you're getting in here. You've got the dragonflies. Did you know dragonflies signify new beginnings?
Oh, the groaning in my ear then. Charlotte's ready for... Charlotte's going to kill you.
She's so angry. She's so mean to me. This one, no, Charlotte, that's not fair. This one here, don't say that, Charlotte. You should. That's so rude. This one here is your floral peacock that you've got as well. This one here is your butterfly garden, which is beautiful. We've got the elegant fairy and also the balloon bouquet in there as well. Very, very busy on these. Is it stuck to the bottom of your shoe, says journaling?
I'm going to be checking, believe you me, we've got a break coming up, I'm going to be checking.
Yeah, we'll be having a little look. Let's give you an opportunity to check out your baskets. It's really, really busy on those at the moment. £36 or £42.40, which is brilliant, brilliant value. So make sure, if they're in your baskets, you get them checked out. And actually, whilst you do that, let's share with... Oh, actually, should we take a moment to meet Michelle? We should.
My name's Michelle and I am the newest craft expert. My crafting journey began just after I had my daughter Alice, so she's 14 now. Long story short, I suffered with postnatal depression. My husband sort of noticed, took me to the doctors, and of all things, the doctor suggested colouring. Said it's so mindful, really helps. So anyway, my husband had noticed that I discovered the craft channels. Went out one day, came home with an amazing little craft kit for me, and that is where my addiction began. But one of my main inspirations is actually going onto our pages on Facebook, Instagram, and seeing what everyone else is making with the same stuff that we're making. As cheesy as it's going to sound, Debbie Robinson, Debbie Fisher, those are two of the main people that I watched a lot of. They are all so inspirational. Okay, so I absolutely love everyone that I work with. I don't have a lot of juicy gossip that I can share, but I will say Debbie Robinson is exactly what you see on screen. She is a laugh a minute. She is exactly what you see. So, you know, you think, oh, did I put it on for the camera? They don't. Debbie Robinson is definitely Debbie Robinson. And I love her, and she really does say all the time, "Ee, what am I like?" So other than crafting, I just love being at home with my family. I know that sounds cheesy, but my husband is the most amazing support for me. My kids are fantastically weird, odd, crazy, but perfect. But at the minute, I'm very focused on my health, so I'm exercising a lot. So I would say, other than craft, which takes up 23.5 hours a day, that my health and lifestyle, I think you would say. So I've had a few cards published in a couple of magazines as designer for the day. So that was sort of a really big deal for me. I loved it. And then I got accepted onto the Crafters Companion design team. Oh my God, the whole world could hear me scream with excitement. And then I got the call to come up and try out for this job. It is by far the most amazing, exciting thing I have ever done. And it's been life-changing.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
Very, very busy at the moment. So let me just take you through these. You guys loved these earlier and they're very busy again now at the moment. So we're going to go back to them. The price is amazing on these because you should be looking at £80 or $135 almost. Today, £22, $37. That is a colossal saving. And of course, you can of course use your Club Inspire discount too. So you've got the butterfly in here. You're also going to get gift wrap, which is those presents. Now this one here is up and away. We've also got party time in there, and you've got glamour as well. Now you're going to get the dies and the templates to enable you to do this, but then what you've also got is you've got all of the paper pads there as well. So you will get all of that included. The paper pads are available on their own individually as well. If you would like to grab those, you can. Details are here for you, $14.97 or $29.85. So maybe you already got the dies, or maybe you're going to go for an extra set of these with that amazing saving that you are getting today, because that of course is a consumable element. Now, I've not seen those at half price before, so definitely worth grabbing them whilst they're on a special deal. Any questions you've got, please do get them into me. Lots of you talking away. Donna B's got what she calls a daft question, Debbie.
There's no such thing as a daft question.
How do you do it on a junior if you just want to put it on only one side as you need it to go in widthways to go in? Sorry if that's a stupid question.
That's not a stupid question. I know exactly what she means. Where's me? I know exactly what you mean. Do you mean the trifold we've just done? I think that's what she means. So what you would do, let me grab hold of it. Where's it gone? There it is. Let me grab hold of it. So with your trifold on a larger card, if you haven't got a larger machine, you get your Gemini Junior plate and you pop, and this is exactly how I did mine, because I promise you at home, large Gemini Junior plates is always 99% of the time how I craft. So you literally pop, and I put my fold onto the very end and then put the die on. If you don't want to do that, just bring it in slightly, so it's middle, and then just do it one at a time. So you do that first part, shuffle it along to the second, do exactly the same with the second, and shuffle it along and do the third. So that's how you could do it on a Gemini Junior plate if you want to create that trifold and you don't have the larger machine. Because I am well aware that not everybody has got every single machine. I am aware that some people have just got the one machine. That is absolutely fine. You can normally, 9 times out of 10, find a way that it will fit and find a way that will work. I've done before where I've took the flaps underneath the plate, and that's how you can do it as well. The only difference there is that sometimes you can get a little bit of a tear or a little bit of a, you know, dirty line on there. So my personal preference is I do each section at a time.
Okay.
And that's what you could do.
Brilliant.
And if you wanted to do that shape style card and you want to do it in like cut 5, all you should do is cut yourself 5.5 inches by 7, half an inch fold on 3 separate pieces. Put them together, you'll create the same fold. So there's ways around it for everybody, and that way then you're not cutting, you're not shuffling, you're doing one panel at a time, sticking it together and creating that trifold. So there's no such thing as a daft question. We are giving you answers to solutions, and I'll tell you why I know that. It's because I've had to do it before myself in the past. So honestly, don't think there's ever such a thing as a daft question.
Brilliant. Sonia says, Joe, please don't make the dragonfly comment as annoying as the Foam on a Roll song. It can't be that annoying, surely. Yeah, can it be that annoying? Is it more annoying or less annoying than Foam on a Roll? Let me know in the comments, please. I'd love to know. Jean Marie says, love Michelle, she's great. As is everyone at Crafters Companion. That is so lovely of you to say so. Did you find the sentiment? There's a lot of concern.
Absolutely not. Nope.
No.
I don't know where it's gone.
No sign of it.
I think there is a sentiment thief in this building, because it is the one thing that I lose the most whenever I come in here. All the time. And I know I'm not the only one. I've seen Debbie lose them, I've seen Craig lose them, I've seen Michelle lose them. So I know I'm not the only person. So I think there's a little sentiment thief.
Gotta be. It's not under the Gemini, is it?
No, I bet you any money I find... What's that? Oh no, that's not it. No, I just thought something on the floor, but it's not my sentiment. Just don't know where it is. Do you know what I'll probably do? I know producer Jamie says, imagine moving Gemini, there'd be about 15 centimetres underneath. No, we clean at the end of the day, we're not that dirty. I have a feeling it'll be at home, tucked away on my craft desk. That's what I'll imagine it is. That's what we're going to say. Now we're moving along to the iris folding. Now, I'm just running my die through because I adore this craft.
Amazing, isn't it?
It's been a craft that I've done. I will tell you the God's honest truth. I went to a craft retreat. We did iris folding. I fell in love with it. I hated the faff. And I say faff, I mean the faff of having to cut my shape out, the faff of having to cut my pieces up, the faff of having to fold, blah, 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 and all that. And it just got a little bit, although effective, a bit tedious, and I wanted quick and easy, and that's exactly what Leanne and the team, because Leanne's loved iris folding, but we wanted to bring you something and bring it up into back into the crafting world for people that are maybe just joining us for the first time. This might be the first time you've ever crafted with us. It might be the first time you've ever joined Crafters TV.
Maybe, hello.
Yes, it could well be, Joe. And maybe you've never heard of iris folding. Well, let me tell you, you'll love it. You will absolutely love it. Have you stole my poker tool while you were over here? My poker tool's gone missing now. I'm just trying to get rid of my tape, so... but yeah, so for me, iris folding is a traditional craft.
Oh, I love the waist from this, Debbie.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Got to love yourself a little die cut. Beautiful. Decorate that up. Maybe use it as a, a twofer for the price of one. Maybe in a different... Maybe pattern that up with some interesting patterns. Yeah.
Use it as a wedding
card. Could you be a Charlotte? Wedding card.
Looks like... Yeah.
Me purple pokey tool has had legs and walked as well.
The what has?
On earth? There's something weird and spooky going on. There's no way I'm losing that one, producer Jamie. One for using, one for losing. I'm not losing that one. That one may be bespoke.
I'm coming over, Debbie.
There's something weird going off. There is something very...
Something going on.
Oh, put it in the wrong pocket.
Your sentiment's not in there as well, is it? Oh, there it is. No, it's not.
I put it in the wrong pocket.
Where's it going to go? It normally goes in that pocket.
No, I always put it in that pocket. Oh, I get worse with age.
Are you okay, hon?
I'm fine.
Okay.
In fact, I wish Tracy were here because I get a coffee. Never get one when John's on.
No. He used to back in the day.
He can't hear me, can he?
He used to back in the day.
Do you know what the thing is, though? Our lovely John is like me. He can't function without coffee. Honest to God, but he's on his own. I can't have him on coffee-making duties. Right, let's go back.
Maybe Julie makes a great point. Maybe the sentiment thief is the same person who stole the spring roll on Great British Bake Off last night. Maybe. Did you watch it last night, Debbie?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Poor Janusz, he fried 8 spring rolls. When he got to be judged, there was only 7 spring rolls on the plate.
Sabotage.
Absolutely. Terrible.
Now, I've got my die cut element, and this is what stops the faff. Because it's printed, it's on a permanent template, so the thing that we make our stencils and templates from, so it's not something you're going to throw away, it's something you're going to use time and time and time again. And all you do is you match that up. Now I'm going to go with that one because I've made a bit of a mess with me taking off of my die cut, so I'm going to try and rectify it, and I'm going to hold that now down onto, I mean, you can leave it there if you want to, but you want to make life easy for yourself, so you're going to tape it down. So if I just bring it back in, line that up, because you want the letters. It is literally painting by numbers, this, and I'm just going to pop a little bit of tape just onto the top and onto the bottom so it doesn't move. And now I've got my template ready and work on how to start putting this together. Now it's a simple painted by numbers process where you start with number 1. So we're going to go in with this one. Now if you'll notice, this is quite a nice thin piece. This is when you can use a singular piece, or you're simply going to, and for this particular one, I'm going to fold it in half again. You've got the die cut, the panels all ready at the right size. So we've got an inch size that you are going to either fold with your fingers or score in half and give them a nice crisp fold. This is what creates that lovely iris fold, so it's well worth doing this. But I'm just going to secure the belt down, and we're going to start with that one. So that was number 1, out of the way, done and dusted. It's that easy. And then we're simply going to follow this around, and we're just going to choose some colours. Now I've gone with the glamour one to fit the glamour dress, but there's nothing to stop you if you've gone for that full set in literally using whatever colours you want, whatever papers you want. What you need to remember is the fold will fit up to the line here. So where number 2 is, I'm going to pop that on there. This is when you can use scrap pieces, you can use glue to glue it down with. I'm just going to hold it down with some low-tack tape. We have our low-tack tape that comes on rolls in a dispenser, so it makes it very easy to disperse and tear off with that serrated edge. So absolutely perfect for this. And then I'm going to follow this around. So I'm going to go to the number 3 side. And we're going to do exactly the same, where we're going to line these up and tape them down.
These would work for paper dolls, says Wolf Dark. Shadia says, where's Shadia gone? I love that iris folding dress. Yes, I have the whole collection, but had to buy a second dress. And also Annie says, lucky that I popped in now. I have this set. Oh, I've got some inspiration for you.
Oh, lovely. Lovely, lovely. It's a beautiful set though. I think especially, I mean, I still can't get over. Producer Jamie was right when he said to me this morning, wait till you see what we've done with the iris folding set. And I was absolutely blown away with the price. The price is insanely good. Now for this little piece in the middle, I'm not going to fold it. I'm just going to put a little, and I say a square panel, I'm just going to sit that over the back like so, and I'm just going to tape that down. And we're going to secure that. And we're just going to carry on following those numbers around. So now we're coming down to the crisscross, and it's really worth doing it the way that we've done the template for you to get the full effect. If you start randomly sticking pieces all over, you're going to end up with a different effect. So personally myself, stick to the colour theme, stick to the template and just choose your colour theme. So again, let's just hold these down. So number 8, let's go in with another dark piece. And this is when you just you can tear it, you can put your scissors to it, do whatever it is that you want to do with it, but just make sure you secure it down nice and neatly. And we're going to carry on, and I'm just going to alternate the colours between the two. So we're going to go in with that one. I thought I took more tape off, clearly I haven't, but it doesn't matter.
And just such a good, nice sort of repetitive, cathartic craft, this one, isn't it? Really, really lovely.
Really is, yeah. Absolutely it is. And there's nothing to stop you from, like I said, gluing this down if you don't want the tape. I personally use tape because for me it's a cheaper option. Does that sound? I mean, what are these? Are these $4.99 for 3 rolls? I believe. Because
that is bonkers value, because the brand the brand leader, you can't get one roll for that.
You can't get one roll for that, and you certainly don't get it on a dispenser. So absolutely, it doesn't come on a dispenser. It comes as a singular. And I know exactly what brand leader you're talking about. But yeah, absolutely. What was that, Producer Jamie? So you're getting
3.
So three lots of 3. For,
you get 3. Hang on, 3 lots of 3 for how much?
That's amazing.
£9.50. What, for 3 packs of it? And you get in each one you get 3 rolls.
Wow.
Oh, that's bonkers.
That is the really. Is that a birthday deal that's been left on? Wow.
Wow, that's amazing.
Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, and it is fabulous tape, you know. And to be fair, if you want to low tack it even more, because I know our low tack tape has still got a nice bit of tack in it, you can just de-tack it with your hand or put it onto, you know, like you do with your clothes, you pop a little bit onto your clothes and you de-tack. That's exactly what you could do with this, so yeah. But I love this, and I love this style, so we are going to just continue with a little bit more. There we go. And then I might just stop here because I've got one already made up, but you can see the effect that we're going with. I think, have we got these on tonight as well? On the show tonight, Producer
We do
Jamie?
have them, yeah, in
I
the show
thought
tonight.
So, in our Beautiful Beginnings.
Yes,
now,
Beautiful Beginnings is all about going back to basics a bit more, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not a total beginner show, definitely something for everyone to learn, isn't there?
Absolutely. And you can see now, and that beautiful fold, and it was always well worth just doing that little bit at the beginning. And can you see why? By following that numbers, you get that perfect effect. Because the belt is the one that's gone over the top, and then everything tucks underneath and crisscrosses to create that fold, so that when it comes in, it actually comes in all the way down. And then you've got the accessories, because you're thinking, where's she got that bag from? Well, you've got the accessories. Where have you got the bow from? It's on the accessories. You've got a little flower, a bow, a bigger flower, a coat hanger. I love
Nice.
that. These little details, these attention to details. So you're getting the die set, you're getting the template, and today you are getting your sheets as well, your corresponding sheets. But for me, these are absolutely amazing way of bringing iris folding back into the limelight, because it really is a beautiful, beautiful effect. And again, all I'm going to do is just finish that off, and then you've got your other little piece as well that you could use in your card making.
Where's this show going, Debbie? Honestly, it whizzes
I know,
by,
it's
doesn't
flown
it?
by. I actually
Absolutely
thought I'd
flies
got
by.
about an hour left, and then I looked up at the clock and I thought, I haven't got an hour left, and I've still got 2 more demos to try and get in
Two
as well.
more?
2 more,
Oh,
yeah.
we're going to do a bit of speed crafting then in that case. All right, let me whiz through again what you're getting included here then. So you've got the butterfly, which is that one just there. We then also have gift wrapped, which is that one just there, as you can see. Then you've got up, up and away. You also have party time, and you're going to get glamour. And then of course you are getting you will get 6 of these. You're getting all of the different pads that you need in order to create those as well. So it means that you're going to get all the papers. It's brilliant for using up scraps of papers too. We've talked about using things like newspapers, even gift wrap works brilliantly to use for it. So you're going to find loads of different ways to play around with that. But great that you've got so many included. And if you want to go for the extras, there are extra papers available online. Let me share these with you. Yesterday's launch, so busy. Myself and Michelle had the pleasure of launching these, and we still have them available for you now. So 6 different designs, 4 creator cards. You've got the removable outside edge, so you can either cut it in or you can cut it all the way out. It's completely up to you. Then you've also got sentiment on there too. This one is your thinking of you. We've also then got here your beautiful butterfly. This one is the dragonfly dream. Celebrate your day. Sweet roses. And that one there is special bouquet, as you can see. Right, £61.99, £71.49 to get your hands on all of them, which is a really, really great saving. Under £50 or $58 if you are a Platinum member. Right, we're going to head back to Debbie for another demo. What's next, Debbie?
So I'm going to use the Sweet Roses. I just love these. These really are beautiful die sets and stamp sets. So from that Create a Card range, what you've now got is normally you create a card die set. But instead of a set of dies that does all the decorative feature, we've brought stamps into it because we want you to have a bit of fun with this one. This was brand new yesterday. Our lovely Michelle did shows all the way through the day, showing you all the versatility, showing you the different colouring ways that you can colour with. My personal preference is obviously always going to be alcohol markers because I love colouring with them. But there's so many different ways that you can use these. They're absolutely incredible, and the detail on them is absolutely fabulous. So I am going to take, now I've taken a piece of cardstock because I've measured myself. I'm going to do a little gift box. And I've measured my cardstock to 7 by 8 and scored it 1 inch all the way around. This is my lid, hence my hell for lid, because I've already done my base bit, but I put that onto one side. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut into the lid using the aperture. Now, this is where you've got the two different ways that you can use it. That would cut out a lovely frame for you to stick on as a panel once it's stamped in, then coloured in and all that kind of thing that you can do with it. But when you simply remove the frame from the aperture part, that bit is going to cut directly into your cardstock with no cutting out of any frame. And that's the look I'm going for with this one. So I'm going to place it about central into my piece like so. And then I'm going to hold it down with some low tack tape. And then I'm going to run it through my Gemini. So pop that onto my Gemini Junior. Even though it's bigger than the Gemini Junior, it will still fit through there. Let's try it with, let's try it without the magnetic shim because it is a fairly straightforward die. I can always add a shim. It's always best to add rather than going full whack, because if you go in full whack, that's when you can, you can create. Yeah, it needed it with this one. At home, mine doesn't have my magnetic shim, but I can see straight away that that's not cut through. So when I say about adding, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to add my magnetic shim into there. It's about getting to know your machines as well, because I know my machine at home, which can I just tell you is still my original, going strong. 6 and a bit years later. In fact,
Really?
6. Oh yeah.
When did we launch a Gemini? I was trying to think about this the other day.
So I worked, I'm sure it was the same year that I started with the company, which was 2016, and I'm pretty sure it was around the beginning part of that year, because I remember going to a craft show, see it in action, and I bought it. And that was before I came to work here in the August of that year. So I want to say 6 or 7 years. But I could be wrong, and that's where we could set producer Jamie or director Charlotte a lovely little challenge to find out, because that would be interesting to know.
It would,
I know
wouldn't
I've
it?
had my machine, and do you know when we used to have the 2 pinpoint machine and not the 3-point one we've got, and then it had the purple shim. I've still got the purple shim, purple cutting plate, with a black magnetic mat. I've still got all of those. Now, look, that's cut through my aperture. And what it's also left me now is the perfect place for the stamp to fit. So I'm going to bring in my stamp detail. Can I just say as well, we've got some sentiments in here that have also got a die cut element to them. So not the larger one, but these 2 small ones have got their own die cut piece, so you can die cut into them. But what I want to do is, I want to pop. Thank you, I'm right. See,
2016.
I'm right, Joe. I knew it was the same year that I started with the company. So me and Jan started in 2016 in the store. But I know it was that year. I knew it was that year. Excuse me, I've got a tickle.
Oh, we got a little tickle there.
I've got a tickle, it's fine.
Just had a sip of gin.
A sip of what?
Gin.
No, I don't like gin.
Gin and Dubonnet.
Flavoured gin, flavoured gin. I like flavoured gin.
Flavoured gin?
Yeah, it's got to be flavoured.
Bailey's flavoured gin. Gin with a splash of Bailey's in it.
No, but I have got a tickle. It's just that a remnant cough that you get left over from your coughs and your colds and everything else. Now, I've lined it up over the top of there. I've put my magnets down. I'm going to bring this in now and pick this up. Let's put that down. And we're going to just ink this up. Now, depending on your colouring medium, if you were using a water-based marker, of course, you would use your waterproof dye. I'm using what I used this morning, which is our Flagstone alcohol-proof one, and it gives you the little clue on the top there. But of course, you could use your pigment inks, and you could heat emboss them. You could keep them plain. You could stamp onto some pattern cardstock and do this. There's all sorts that you can do. You can stamp directly onto acetate and colour in, so you've got like a stained glass window effect if you wanted to as well.
Awesome.
Vellum, you could stamp onto vellum. And I'm pretty sure Michelle's covered a load. I didn't get to watch the launch show, so I can't tell you exactly all of her demos that she did. But I know one thing that she would have used, which is a stamping hero tool of all of ours, which is the stamping platform. So that's stamped that out beautifully. And then what we're going to do is we take a bit of, let me get my spare sheet again and put that underneath. We'll take whatever chosen colouring implement. I've gone for purple blend with mine. This is what I used with mine. And I love our tri-blends, because our tri-blends, as you may be aware, of a lot of you will be, but it's our same colour family of a light, medium and dark in one pen. And I'm going to start off with, I'm actually going to play it a little differently. I'm going to start off with the darker one, and I'm just going to colour this in. Now, I haven't got time to colour it all in, Joe, so I won't be colouring it all in. I've got one that I happily coloured away while catching up on Emmerdale last night in my craft room.
How is that craft room looking, Debbie?
Actually...
Oh
Actually,
dear, what? No.
Well, no,
oh, Debbie.
It's got a little bit full, and I need to go and get some more units. I was talking to
Right.
Craig the other day, because I was saying to Craig, because Craig's gone and got himself a couple of more units, because we have a lot of things here at Crafters Companion. So for work purposes, of course, I need to go and get another couple of units to put in my craft room to get it tidied up. Now, let me just tell you, it isn't a mess. Just before anybody starts thinking I've gone back to my old ways, I haven't. But do you know where you start with piles on the floor?
Yeah.
Those piles are getting bigger and bigger. So I need to reduce the piles. So I need to get some more stuff. I need to get some more Calyx units. So I was telling Craig, I've had them, but I haven't put them up yet. And then I saw that he was busy with his the other day, and I went, Craig, I'm going to have to get my finger out, and I'm going to have to get them put up.
Oh dear.
And get them sorted, because you've got to, Joe, because I want to keep on top of it.
Absolutely.
It's such a joyous place to work in there.
And you've got to make room for a Christmas tree in there, because I expect to have one in the craft room. Yeah, one in the craft room, one on the landing, one in the kitchen, one in the living room.
No, that's Craig. No, you're mistaking me for Craig. No, won't be happening with me. One. I'm going in with one. That's what I'm going in with, Joe. And you won't persuade me to do anything else there. Now, you can see, all I've been doing is I've started with dark, I've gone into the medium, gone into the light, and I've preserved a little bit of highlight. And that's all you're going to do with your petals. I'll do one more. So I've gone in a slightly different way. Normally I do light, then dark, then medium, back to light, but I'm doing it a slightly different way because these are my petals. But I'll try.
And you could have done this with the tricolours as well, I guess, if you wanted to, couldn't you?
Yeah.
And of course, is there anything to stop you cutting this into watercolour cardstock and doing some nice watercolour techniques with this?
Nice watercolour techniques. You could use your aqua markers, you could use your tricolour aquas, you could use glitter, sparkle pens, glitter markers, lots and lots of different things, lots of different mediums that you can do. But you can see it's starting to come together, and I'll do one more petal, and then I'll show you my finished one. So let's go in.
Mary Williams says, I think presenting your gifts in a special way by using the dies on box lids is very useful.
Yes.
A lot of us will need these kinds of DIY tips to make our gifts special in current financial times. I think that's a really lovely point, actually, isn't it? Sometimes, I have some people I know, Debbie, it's a friend of a friend more so than a friend. They actually don't really spend a lot of money at Christmas, but they make something for each other.
Oh, that's lovely.
They all do sort of something they've made or put together, or I think one year the friend of the friend gave everyone faux flower arrangements. She just went and bought the faux flowers and made the arrangement in the vase, and so she did spend a little bit of money, Debbie, but it wasn't about a big expensive present. I think a lot of us will be doing that this year.
Well, a lot of it's gone a little bit more commercialised, and everything about more money you spend. Sometimes not that. Christmas is about being with family for me, so it doesn't matter if you buy loads of presents or a little present. It doesn't matter to me. It's just being around my family, which means more to me than any present. You can see it's starting to come together. What I've done here though, Joe, is I've actually exactly the same as I did earlier. So if I just bring in my coloured one, and I've added to mine, again, apologies, but I love that paper pad, my Shades of Spring. Sorry it's out of stock, but you can use any. Again, I've only gone with the purple tones. I always choose my paper and then work on my colour, which is why I've gone with me. And do you know, to be fair, this is 2 pens that's coloured the same.
That is so beautiful, so much dimension and texture in that.
Honestly, I really enjoy colouring. I've got into colouring more and more and more, and I'm really enjoying my colouring journey and learning new things. And of course, if you've been following Leanne with the Year of Craft, you'll know all about the colouring techniques, about preserving your highlight, your shading and your darking, shading and your highlighting and your dimension that you can get.
Yes, it could be, rather than being highlighting, it could be darkening. I like that, Debbie. You always put a little bit Debbie spin on it, don't you?
Yeah, a Debbie spin on it. But this literally took me 2 pen colours, which is the purple blend, which did all my flowers, and then I used the alpine green to create the same with my leaves. That's all I've done. And to create the frame, I took both of the dies again and cut out the aperture part and put the frame around there. I've stamped the With Love onto my box, and I've popped a couple of Debbie gems on there, and we're going to just put this together. Now I'm going to put a bit of acetate around the back because again I like to strengthen, so again I'm just going to pop some acetate around the back part of my box, just so that if you were giving this a gift, nothing would leak out through the aperture parts.
Oh, you don't want a leaky aperture?
No, you definitely don't want things dropping out of your
Absolutely, no. All
box.
sorts of things falling out your aperture. That will not be good. Jennifer says, I haven't had a chance to watch the videos for Academy of Colour. What order do we colour these tri-blends? Light, dark, medium, then back to light, or is there a different order?
So if you follow the Academy of Colour tutorials from our lovely Leanne, I'm just trimming my thing down because I've missed. Oh, have I gone through my box lid there? I always normally do light, then the dark where the shade would be. Oh, so I'm having a bit of difficulty to get that bit off. Just bear with me. So I would normally do like. Let's go in. Normally do a light all the way around, but I wanted to do it slightly differently because I've been keeping an eye on our lovely Leanne and watching her tutorials because she is the absolute epitome of everything you need to know about spectrum. So go in with your light, then your dark, then you go to your medium, and I just don't go right over, I just go up to the edge because I want to get that effortless blending, which is what our pens do for you. And then go back in with the light again. And then I've preserved, just in the centre, a little bit of highlight, leaving a bit of white. And now you can still achieve that with the lights.
That looks all white.
Medium, but I love the all white bit. Rather than using a gel pen, rather than using a gel pen, I wanted to preserve the highlight with a natural card of the multi-purpose cardstock, which is what I've done and coloured on. Of course, you could be colouring that on, and you could be cutting that frame out into Nina cardstock, but I just went directly on with my multi-purpose cardstock. Now I know our lovely Leanne would say to you, don't do that, go straight on with your Nina, but you can. It's just to show you that you can do it. You get a different look. Nina cardstock enhances your colouring. It is the perfect medium. It's that smooth.
I think it's like, basically like, if you try and paint a wall without sanding it back or without preparing it properly, Debbie,
yes,
and then you try and paint it, it's hard work, isn't it?
Yes.
Whereas if you prepare the wall properly, sand it back, remove all the old plaster, you know, all the old bits of paper and stuff, and the colour just goes on much more seamlessly,
yeah, absolutely. Now I could have achieved that look by doing the aperture part and then doing the stamping in the aperture again and sticking it over the top in Nina cardstock, and that would look equally as lovely. But I don't think I've done a bad job there. Straight onto that, directly onto the multi-purpose cardstock. And I'm going to be totally honest with you, I've run out of Nina cardstock, so I didn't have an option. I need to put an
That's all right. You just did it to show us, you know, how it would go.
Yeah, but if you was to follow our lovely Leanne's advice, and I promise you, Leanne is the oracle of crafting, and she's right in what she says. The optimum results will always be with your Nina cardstock, because it is a super smooth cardstock that takes the alcohol pen into a whole new, and it really does give the premium results each and every single time. So I'm just popping my box together. I did have a piece now then. Has that piece gone missing as well? Do you know? I had a piece.
Not another one.
Honestly, I had a piece to stick in there so that it had the matching inside. Oh, do you know what? I'm not going to be happy, so let me bring my pad in. I'm sorry, Joe, I just need to finish it off properly because it's starting to... do you know when something's... I'm a Libra.
I'm a Libra too.
It doesn't mean that I'm a perfectionist, but do you know when you do... like?
I'm a Libra, Debbie, and I can assure you I'm far from a perfectionist.
But it's just that I can't
What's
leave it...
the opposite of a perfectionist?
Well, what is the opposite of a perfectionist? Do you know what? I'm not even sure, Joe.
There's anyone way to find out, isn't there?
Absolutely, but I want the matching insert, so I'm gonna persevere. Bear with, I will get there.
Slacker or underachiever?
Did you say slacker?
Slacker.
Slacker?
Slacker or underachiever?
Well, that's not right. That's never right. Oh, do you know? I've cut it short now. Look at me. This is right. No, she says she's not a perfectionist, but she is. Just bear with me because I forgot my base box. 5 by 6, of course it was, Debbie. You did, don't you know? Please excuse me. No worries, Debbie.
Debbie, it's fine. We'll just talk amongst ourselves. Who saw Strictly this week? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I
Did you watch
Strictly.
it this week?
Yes, I did.
I missed it this week, Debbie.
Did you miss it?
I hear Kim was very good.
Oh, Kim Marsh, yeah, sorry.
Who did you think I meant?
I was trying to think Kim. Who's Kim? Kim Marsh, yeah.
Who's your favourite so far?
Oh, now then. Do you know what?
For me, it's either Ellie and Nikita or Hamza and his partner.
I love Hamza because I think he's such a gentle soul, but I love him and I think his dancing journey is fabulous. But I'm going to be a bit controversial because I do love Tony Adams. I think he's really come along since he started. Don't look at me like that.
Well, it was lovely knowing you, Debbie. I'll see you back here.
Don't you look at me like that, mister.
I'll be back on Friday when Debbie's gone home. See you later, people.
I do. I think he's come a long.
Adams.
He's come a long way.
Debbie.
He's come a long way, and it's what
not strictly come a long
but
way
it's what
dancing.
Strictly Dancing is all about. Strictly Come Dancing is about taking somebody on a complete journey, and Tony is having that complete journey. Now, I'm debating, do I put my little flowers on there?
Oh, nice.
Or do I put my little bow on there? Because, Charlotte wins. Charlotte got there first. So let's put my bow just into that corner. And we've got ourselves another little gift box where you're using those colourable creator cards to create the frame, and then all the decorative pieces around the edge, just using your chosen papers, whichever it is that you want to use. So I love this collection, and I know Michelle will have covered a whole heap of different ways that you can use these gorgeous creator cards. This is why we brought them into this show, even though it's a masterclass and it's brand new, they're brand new from yesterday. We have brought them in because they are from the creator card range, and that's everything that we wanted to show you, all the different ways that you can use them.
Yeah, they're absolutely fantastic, aren't they? They really, really are. Let me take you through then exactly what you're going to get in here. This one here is the Thinking of You, as you can see just there. We then have Beautiful Butterfly as well. This one's Dragonfly Dreams. Celebrate Your Day. Celebrate your day, Debbie. Sweet Roses is this one here. And also a special bouquet is that one. $61.99 or $71.49 gets you all of them. Beautiful box, says Carletta. You're looking at under £50 there if you are a platinum member here in the United Kingdom. Right, Debbie, card of the show then.
Do you know what makes me laugh? Because this morning when I started with the card of the show, I started with an easel and finished with an easel. It's a bit like the box, because the box I'm starting with and finishing with. So I started with our ribbon threading box, which is this beautiful way of using those creator card dies to create a really nice decorative box. And again, absolutely beautiful. We've got the creator card gatefold, decorative gatefold. So this is number 2. So we've got our number 2. Our number 3 was our 3-in-1. I'll just go this way so you can, let me see if I can get it that way. There you go. No, it's fine. There you go. So that's our 3-in-1. So that's number 3. That's quite apt, 3-in-1, number 3. And then number 4, our beautiful colourable...
number 4, please.
Our beautiful colourable creator card box, number 4.
Unexpected item in the bagging area. You can do a thing online where you can audition, to be the new voice of the Tesco self-checkout, Debbie.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
I quite like that
Imagine
idea.
if you thought I was annoying in this job, how annoying I'd be as a Tesco self-checkout. Don't forget to get your votes in Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you are over on YouTube. We're going to have a little look at some of the other stuff that you've seen in the show so far. Mary Reiner says, lovely box and beautiful colouring. And Diane says, Debbie, you are the queen of the gift box.
Oh, bless you. Thank you.
Debbie also, she blooming loves an easel. That is for,
oh my God,
for
I love
certain.
Easels, yeah.
And we've got some wonderful dies here that are going to allow you to create some fabulous shaped easel. This is those, so you're going to get in here the Noble Heart, which is that one there. You will also then get the Exquisite Butterfly in there. And again, look, these are going to make amazing easel cards for you. You can just use these as large dies if you want to. Really nice, big, large shape dies.
Yeah, if you look at that, exactly. You could think of that being anything, because it's from the creator card range. It's split up into more than one die, Joe, means that you've got a lot of possibilities to create lots of different styles of cards.
Brilliant. There you are. That is the ornate cross as well. £28 or $32. Some really lovely things made with these, Debbie.
Yeah, and there really is some lovely things that you can do with these. Predominantly, they were made with the purpose in mind of making easel cards really easy to make, and with the lovely decorative element. But of course, you can see that gorgeous decorative element. That's really, really quite pretty. And again, very easy to do with those dies, and turning it into maybe a double one. I did have a triple heart planned, but I think we're going to be out of time. So we might squeeze that in later on. Who knows? We'll see. But you've got that double element as well. So again, lots and lots of ways that you can use it. So that's just one of the 2 ways that you can use it with the heart. Then you can take it into a different type of easel. So traditionally, we would think of an easel being that opening of the easel card in a normal way. This is reversed. It's the other way around. But because it's from the creator card range, you can take it and create it to any style card you want. Another lovely one there as well. So another little reversed easel, but in different colours. These would make perfect communion cards, maybe wedding cards. Oh, look at this. Didn't see this earlier.
Glorious.
Love this. How gorgeous is that? And I've got a feeling, yes, it could be that way, but it was made as a twisted easel.
Oh, you're twisting my easel, Debbie.
That. A twisting my easel?
You're twisting my easel.
Oh, bless you. I love twisting things.
Face. Like what? Such as, do you want to elaborate on that? Bottle tops?
Twisting bottle tops. Twisting.
Twist and pop.
Twist and pop, yeah.
Yeah.
Twisting on the dance floor. I like that one, Jamie. Yeah, I love a good old twist. Bet, multiple cut your wings if you want, so you can create this beautiful multiple cut effect that our lovely Nicole's done with that sample.
I really
It's
like
just
twisting
lovely.
Charlotte's words and then giving them back to her. That's
Yeah,
what I
no,
enjoy
you
doing.
love twisting. Yeah, you love.
Twisting the narrative, that's what I like to do.
But again, just a ton of ways that you can use these. Really amazing dies at the most amazing price. They really are incredible prices today. I feel
Beautiful,
like
aren't
it's
they?
a cartload on a Wednesday.
Yeah, it is £23 or $28 you're saving there on those. That's before you take a Club Inspired discount off, so a brilliant, brilliant deal there on those. Right, we've got some amazing Christmas big scenes. I adore these. They are so, so cool. If you've got a lot of cards to be making at Christmas, these are perfect, literally perfect. Cut them into your concept, as you can see here, or cut them out as a topper. You've got the option to do both. You've got Deck the Halls, which is that one there. This one here is Christ is Born. And then you've got Winter Stags, that one there. It's called. I mean, you could use that. That could just be a generic winter theme. Really. It doesn't have to be Christmas per se, that one. This one here is the Christmas Angel. And then you've also got Jingle Bells, which is that one just there. What lovely bells. Hang on. Someone's having a laugh with this price, aren't they? These should be £84.95 or £99.75. Platinum members are getting them for £20. Platinum members are saving £64. You are saving 3 times what you're spending as a platinum member. If you've still got Christmas cards to make and you don't own these yet, you need to get them in your basket because these are a stonking great deal.
That's a cartload price. That's definitely a cartload deal. Amazing dies, big dies. We're talking big scenes here. Big dies that create the most amazing cards. One of my favourites from our lovely Julia, who works here. Look at that. Just look at that. That looks absolutely stunning in all that glitter. Beautifully done. That's an amazing sample. Keep it though nice, straight and simple. Jan's favourite craft card. And nothing other than a bit of ink through it and a bit of red cardstock. That beautiful angel, again, another gorgeous one there from our Julia. I can tell she's loving her glitter at Christmas. A little bit of sparkle. Again, a lovely cosy scene, but with a modern twist with the colours there just being used. Absolutely stunning. And again, you could, if you wanted, to create lots of different things. I love this sample because it shows you, this is a lovely theatre style card. And creating that depth and dimension, can you see there, by multi-cutting and then just layering them on to create that lovely 3D scene. Absolutely amazing. And I think that's all of my design. Oh no, there's one more design. So that lovely design there is, if I bring that the right way around, this beautiful stag set there. So absolutely beautiful dies that cut into your cardstock, and you can see that it's created that lovely aperture. Maybe put your acetate on the back to give some rigidity and things like that, but absolutely amazing die set with the most amazing price tag. That is 5 die sets. 5 die sets that are costing you today £25 or $29, and then look at that Club Platinum price. That means
Incredible.
that they are £4 each for this great big die set.
And they should be.
Yes,
Debbie,
look at the crossed out price.
There was 5 of them in there. Was there 5
Yep,
or 6?
5 die sets.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5
Yep.
of them. So they should have been a lot of money. Nearly £20 is what they should have been each. They're a fraction of that. We were getting a bit confused, Debbie. Our stamps were getting, that's why I was otherwise engaged. Our stamps were getting us in a tither. But we've found the right item. It's these ones just here. So it's your Christmas, sorry, that's just...
Is this the interlace? Yep, this is the interlace.
This one is your interlace. We'll just get those details for you. So you're going to get here that beautiful village chapel is in this one just here. So £23, another amazing deal there. Absolutely incredible, this deal. £23 or $29 to get a hold of all of these. Absolutely brilliant deal. Village chapel, you've got Tree of Love, framed with love, and also beautiful bird cage in there. The price again on these, Debbie, £57 or $78, $70, sorry, you're saving. £18.40 as a platinum member to get the hold of these.
Crazy.
Bonkers value, isn't it?
Bonkers crazy value. Big dies again. These are big creator card dies again with the interlace technology, which means you can cut through more than one piece at a time. That price on the screen is making my eyes water because, again, it literally is. I feel like this is a cartload in a masterclass.
Well, it's better than a cartload.
Oh, they're
it's
amazing
like
prices. And if you've never... I'm thinking maybe, Joe, you've got some Secret Santas. I'm not doing Secret Santa this year.
You're not?
No.
Why?
No, not this year.
Why not? The work one?
No.
Oh, you Scrooge. I'm not doing it either, actually.
You're not doing it
I've just decided I don't want to do it.
After your socks last year,
after the socks, I've decided I've had enough.
No,
I'm just not doing it anymore.
I'm streamlining Christmas spends back this year, so I'm not joining in this year, but I'm sure it'll be a great fun. But I'm thinking of you guys, if you're doing a Secret Santa within your craft groups or your places that you go to with your crafty friends, what a great set of dies to get hold of, and you could gift out all of
Yeah,
those
and if you've just got any Christmas crafting left to do, they're perfect, aren't they, for batch making?
But there's a bit of Christmassy-fied, maybe ordinary ones in here as well. Absolutely love these. That church one, you could absolutely Christmasify that one up. It's absolutely beautiful. You've got a lovely bird cage one there. Look at the detail, the level of detail. Paper piece them if you want to paper piece them. Simply die, cut and colour. That's a lovely one, just showing you how you can colour those in. The Love Heart one is absolutely phenomenal. Again, just loads and loads of different ways that you can cut out and create lots of card with a lot of texture, a lot of detail. Absolutely amazing. I love them.
Absolutely great, aren't they? £23, $29. Right, that is it for this show. Myself and Debbie, we are up 6 p.m. In the UK this evening, which will be 2 p.m. on the... Oh, yes, Debbie.
I was just shaking it.
Number three.
1, 2... Oh, the 3 and 3.
3 and 3.
3 and 3. There you go.
There you go.
3 and 3. Even women missing sentiment.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, myself and Debbie back with beautiful beginnings in a couple of hours' time for you. So 6 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. on the East Coast, 11 a.m. if you are over on the West Coast. So make sure you join us both for that. Massive pleasure as always, Debbie. I'll see you in a couple of hours.
Thank you.
And I'll see you lot soon. Take care.